for you, how do you manage to keep the right people around you? Like, what are some characteristics that you look into?
So I'm really friendly just in general with like everyone. Like that's like the number one thing is that I really like I always like to see the good in people in general. So like literally if there's like a random person on the street that I can strike up a conversation with, like we'll start chatting, or if a person who recognizes me from any video, like I'll always stop and really get involved in like conversations, or just I would say I'm pretty easygoing overall. So that's like the number one thing. So it's not, there's definitely not even if someone comes up with me like with like the intention of wanting to use me, or maybe they have like that type of personality trait, I would say I'm still really friendly. I'm still really good at least keeping things on at least like a very basic level, because I really just enjoy I really just enjoy kind of maintaining like positive relationships and positive vibes. I think that's like number one for me, is that like even if I notice that someone has the intention of like using me, I don't just like shut them off and like never talk to them again. I'll definitely I'll bring it to their attention. You know what I mean? I'll bring it to their attention, but I'll let them know like, hey, if you still like, let's just say I become friends with someone and I can kind of tell that they actively want to get involved in like a certain thing that I'm in, or they keep asking me for money, or maybe like there's like something where I can kind of tell that they're trying to utilize me in some scenario. Maybe I might help them out, or maybe I'll let them know, hey, like that's not like where I thought the direction of this friendship was going, or this relationship was going. But I will, I definitely still want to keep things open. And if that's something that you still want to, kind of go down that route, or that's what you're trying to look to use me for. I don't say it like this, obviously,
right?
But I kind of like, I kind of like put it out there, like if that's something they're trying to use me for, then obviously like that's a situation where, I'm not going to be very comfortable with, but, I still try to keep things as friendly as possible. Man, I don't even know if that sense even makes sense.
No, it does. It does.
Do you kind of, that's kind of, I guess like the number one thing is, I am very good at paying attention if someone is trying to like use me, right? But I always try to, I think the number one thing is try to make people better. So I don't just shut someone off. I will try to let them know like, hey, why do you want to use me? And then if anything, I'll let them know like, hey, instead of asking me for money, what if you do this? Like that's like my number one thing is like I always try to help people grow, I would say. I think that's like the number one thing is I don't like to just like annihilate relationships or just burn bridges. If I can help someone grow, that's like the number one thing that I want to do, even if it takes a little bit more time out of my day. I think that's like the really important thing to do.
Right.
Yeah.
So it seems like regardless of how people show up, regardless of what situation is presented to you, you just kind of keep to yourself and this is who I am regardless, and you don't let anything or anyone affect that per se.
Yeah. I mean, I would say that's definitely an accurate statement. I definitely am. I mean, I'm just me. I'm unapologetically me. I just have fun. I focus on what I need to do, and definitely don't let anything get in the way of that.